Hey everybody, so I'm here in St. Mary at St. Mary High School, just kind of coming to find out from the young people. This is Talk Up Yout, where we give young people a voice. So I don't really come with an agenda. I'm actually making some notes now to see if I could canvass their views on certain things. So there's some things I want to hear from them, but the first thing I do is open the platform for them to tell us their ideas, their issues, and allow them to generate their own solutions. So it's going to be interesting to see what they have to say.
All right, St. Mary! Wow, what amazing young people. How you feeling? Oh my goodness, I am looking at the best future for this globe. I am looking at the leaders of tomorrow. Now I want you to look at the person next to you and say, you are amazing.
You are amazing.
Say, I will stand with you.
I will stand with you.
I will lift you up when you are down. To be my brother or sister's keeper.
Be my brother or sister's keeper.
I promise not to bully you.
I promise not to bully you.
I promise not to put you down.
I promise not to put you down.
And I promise that together, St. Mary High can achieve anything we want to achieve.
Achieve anything we want to achieve.
We will step on fear. Create our own destiny.
Create our own destiny.
And walk with our heads high and proud.
And walk with our heads high.
What's the motto of this school?
Faith and courage.
You may be seated, clap yourselves. What are some of the issues that St. Mary is facing? St. Mary, the youth, the adults, the teachers, whatever it is, just from what you're seeing, what are the issues?
One of the issues that I find interesting in not only St. Mary but Jamaica is our educational problems. And in addition to that, morals and values have declined. We have both educated persons who don't have the funds to continue their education. That's one problem with our education system. And we have those persons who are uneducated and they're not being motivated to get an education. I believe that each and every child of Jamaica should have a right to an education despite their financial background or their struggles. We have been blessed with talents, mindsets. We have so many talents to use in different ways. Whether or not we may be the best educationally wise, or we are good in drawing, singing, dancing, I believe that the government should invest in our youth to further our education. It shouldn't stop at secondary level. It should go on after there so that we can place our youth out there to decline unemployment. When our youths are educated, our talents are being used wisely, unemployment will fall, hence our economic problems will decline eventually. It all starts with education.
I like to speak to the Honorable Grade. I would like to have a better education because sometimes we don't have enough money to come to school. I will miss our education, I will miss how to learn. So I'd like to have free education to further our education.
So when you go to university, would you like to go to university? Do you think the government should pay for you to go to university?
Yes, miss.
All right, clap him.
One of the big problems that we face in our society is bullying, whether it's in the home, at school, or on the road. There is physical bullying, also verbal bullying. In class, say a teacher asks a question on a specific topic. A student might get up and try to answer that question, and then the class will like rush out on them and say, "Yeah, idiot, you," or something like that.
So your own peers, when you try to be involved and to participate in the classroom, they might drag you down.
Yeah.
What kind of bad mind wickedness is that, man?
My name is Junior F. I'm from grade 7-1. People call me Milo. And sometimes I'm kind of a bully. I try to prove myself because I'm not the strongest, not the biggest. So I try to prove myself as best as I can. People beat me up, steal my money, steal my school equipment. They tell lies on me and I get the blaming for everything.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Ashton Bernard and I'm from 12A3 classroom. Well, I believe that sometimes the person who is doing the bullying, sometimes they just need someone to talk to. They need a friend. Sometimes they might be going through something that nobody knows about and they want someone to confide in. As a friend, you can talk to that person. You can encourage that person to be a better person. You can also take that person to the guidance counselor so the counselor will give that person advice.
You know, I want you now to say to me, to your brothers and sisters and the creator and that you will not bully anybody for the rest of your life.
I will not bully anybody for the rest of my life.
Milo says so.
Milo says so.
Clap him.
Some issues that I've seen that St. Mary's having is peer pressure and abuse.
All right, that's at the high school level or across the communities? All right, so we heard about peer pressure and abuse. Let's keep going.
Like, we really want to fit into a social group. We want to find friends who understand us, who will make fun of our inner thoughts. But it's so hard to find one like that. So we just decide that we're going to change and try to fit in with other social groups that we're not meant to be.
The popular crowd are always the wrong ones because in my experience, I can say children gravitate to the negative actions. Because, you know, for instance, you'd say the smart ones are the nerdy ones. So because they're nerdy and the parents don't have any money, the other children gravitate to the popular ones where they don't participate in class because they say, oh, them are bad man or bad people. So you gravitate to be part of them crowd.
All right, so the question was asked, why do the bad ones stand out above the good ones? I believe that our students find it more difficult to be good as opposed to being bad. So it's easy to do what the bad crowd is doing, but it's not so easy to study and pass a test and be like the nerds. It's not so easy to go out there and be a lady or be a young gentleman. So hence they go towards, we like easy life. So you go towards the partying, the drinking, the smoking. It's easy to do that. It takes nothing off you. But a successful student has to put hard work and dedication into it. And most of our youths are not gravitating towards that. So hence, it's easier to go to the bad than the good. The good takes more work.
So am I hearing that young people don't want to really put in the hard work? There must be a reason why. You said it's probably easier to just do bad because they don't want to work hard. But why don't the youths want to work hard?
All right. So, like, I found it myself that once you do good, your parents are constantly expecting you to do good, like with me. So, like, they're constantly expecting you to be your best and just be good at everything. And so some kids just say, why not just be bad from the beginning? They can't expect anything from you.
Do parents pressure the students a little bit? Too much? I didn't even get the question out. Let's talk to our parents. I know every parent can parent and parent.
Good afternoon, everyone. I am Michaela and I'm from 12A3. What parents tend to do not understand is school is not as easy as it sounds. they think that as we come here, we are supposed to grasp every understanding. We are supposed to get straight A's. We are expected to be good students. We are not supposed to talk to our peers. We are not supposed to court or date, I should say. We are not supposed to everything. But then what I realize is, speaking personally, from my parents' perspective, my mother had me at age 15. So she tends to be overprotective. She doesn't want me to socialize with boys. But then give me the opportunity to make my own mistakes. I am supposed to look at her perspective, what she has been through, and put it into my life. Allow me to make my mistakes and to learn from it. So parents, they do not understand what it is like to be in a classroom, to be flooded with, for example, the lower school students doing 15 subjects, or Cape students doing 4 or 5, and it feels like it's 10. They don't understand what it is like to be in school. They just pressure you to be fully minded, to be so focused on school, but they didn't get an education, so they don't know what it's like to be in our situation. So I believe parents, they should motivate us. If we didn't get much on a test, say next time you study a little harder. Don't tell me you could have do better, because what you will do, where you go on the exam go do. So
Put your hands up if you think parents need workshops on how to be good parents.
So the question is, why do people murder? Like, why do people murder? To me, when I get in a fight or a confrontation, I don't really fight. Confrontations. Somebody has a disagreement with me, I don't really like attack the person, because what I see, if somebody say, my youth, you're ugly, or something like that, they just jump down the person's throat, you attack the person. So it's like throwing gas on fire. It just gets bigger. Nobody's thinking of calming down or anything. So I think what you should do is calm down, think about it, and we hear about that all the time, and it doesn't really make sense. So what I think we should do is, most of these people don't have anything to do, so they find fights and stuff to keep them busy and get a name for themselves or something. So if you give them something to do, they're like, I'm too busy to fight with you, I have to go do this or that.
What are the solutions to dealing with anger? What are things that young people can do when they feel like they just want to kill somebody or kill themselves? What are some of the solutions, remedies, actions that they can take?
I think the best way to deal with your anger is to stay away from people, because you may take it out on them. Instead, you find a place that's secluded, and you find a bat or whatever you can hit something with, an inanimate object, and you just take your anger out on it.
I believe that to express your anger, you could find a hobby like writing a poem or something like that, and express your anger through that poem or song or whatever.
Miss, when I am very angry, miss, I feel like I want to lick down friends. Well, to tell you the truth, miss, is either I walk out, or I take up my phone, and listen to her music, miss, or I go hang out with my friend, miss, and keep calm.
All right.
Of a living life, so I keep a meditation in the eye. I weather a storm and put up a fight. We can do anything. Should you feel like giving up, let's drink of your ancestors, fill your cup. The poor of Jah preserves I, guides in all I do. So the evil that mean me harm, go back where they came from. No demonic words perform shall prosper.